And let's see if we were lucky enough to have one remaining card. It is a Tamayo, you guys. Yes! Oh my gosh. That is so... Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to check out Hello Good Game. A quick reminder before we get into today's video, join our monthly Brawl tournament. It's free to enter and we've got plenty of prizes to give away. It's the last weekend of every single month and there's always going to be a link in the description of each and every single video. Today, we're playing Simic Self-Mill and this deck is a beast. It's been a long time since Self-Mill or mill of any form was actually competitive, and I feel like this is a strong tier 2 and potentially a tier 1 deck. This build did get 7 wins in the metagame challenge, so it is tested. Personally, I recommend playing it in best of 1, but we did include the sideboard today for you guys to check out if you do want to go ahead and play best of 3. So let's break down the deck and talk a little bit about the strategy of it. We have 4 Merfolk Secret Keepers, 4 Ops, 4 Unsummons, 2 Thassa's Oracle, 4 Drowned Secrets, 4 Growth Spirals, 2 Brazen Borrowers, 4 Uro Titans of Nature's Wrath, 2 Gadwick the Wizened, 1 Jace Wielder of Mysteries, 4 Tamayo Collector of Tales, 9 Islands, 4 Forests, 4 Breeding Pools, 4 Temple of Mysteries, and 4 Fabled Passages. Our sideboard consists of 4 Cerulean Drakes, 3 Negates, 1 more Thassa's Oracle, an additional Brazen Borrower, 3 Mystical Disputes, and 3 Hydroid Crasises. So that's our basic list. As far as the playstyle goes, it's really easy. We want an opening hand with Drowned Secrets. That's going to provide most of our mill effects on ourself. We do get additional mill out of Tamayo's plus ability, and then those big draws through Gadwick and the reoccurring draw of Uro. So there are some draw effects that we can get going on. Obviously, we do want to self-mill while continuing to hold our win condition in our hand. It could be as easy as a Tamayo, a Thassa, or a Jace. Tamayo is probably the most important card of the deck just because it not only has the ability to mill, it has the ability to keep you from being able to discard from your opponent's effects, and it has the ability to grab a card from your graveyard, which you're milling, so there's going to be a lot of cards in your graveyard back to your hand, so we can easily take one of our win conditions and put it back into our hand. Other than that, all we really want to do is mill ourselves, either hold an Oracle or hold a Tamayo to get that out of our graveyard. Also a Jace, if we see go into the graveyard, we want to snag back. Fabled Passage are really good here because we're playing that as a land, so that's 1 card from our library, and then it pulls another land out from our library, puts it itself into the graveyard, which is great for our Uro's Exile Escape, and so it's doubling down on your cards out of your library, and then you're able to utilize that with Uro. So that's really good. Fabled Passage is great here. Make sure you have 4 of those. Growth Spiral is going to help us ramp into an Uro. Uro is going to help us ramp into really a Tamayo or a Jace or a bigger Gadwick probably. Again, also stack your devotion. So when you do drop your Thassa's Oracle, you're going to get the most out of that. Remember, when you have Drowned Secrets on the field, and you put your Thassa's Oracle down, the Oracle is going to trigger after the Drowned Secret, so it's going to do the Drowned Secret mill before the Devotion mill. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well if you're doing the math on the remaining cards you need to do. With that being said, you guys, that is the whole deck. I hope you guys enjoyed today's footage. We had some killer matches. The first one is a best of 1, and the second 2 are best of 3s that I just had to include. The first match is kind of an off-brand red deck, but the second 2 was a very good aggro red deck, and the second one was a very good mono black deck, both of which we barely made it out of, so I just had to include them there. One, we were on our last card, Last Life, and the other one got the Tamayo as the last card, and we almost milled ourselves accidentally without the win condition. So some great footage today. Be sure to join our monthly Brawl tournament, which takes place the last weekend of every month. You can find an invite link to that down in the description of all of our videos. Be sure to tell your friends about that too, because I'm sure they'd love to win some of our loot. You can check us out every morning, 6 a.m. PST on Twitch, and we will see you all tomorrow. So let's see how we make out today with Simic Mill. Self-mill, that is. We have 2 Uros, which I don't mind. That's kind of like pretty cool, in all honesty. We have a Fabled Passage as well, which is quite nice because it's basically 2 land cards in one, because you play it and then you get to pull another out from your library. So really cool. as far as the mill effect goes. All right, what a riveting match we've opened up in with. We are sacrificing our Fabled Passage on our opponent's turn to withhold as much information as we can. We're grabbing a forest. Forests are harder to come by in the deck. There's more chance of us drawing an island. 2 Fabled Passages right off the start. That is pretty good luck. A Steamkin sucks. It is what it is, though. We're going to keep the Growth Spiral. Playing the land, playing our Uro, playing the Fabled Passage. Ooh, no. Playing our Temple of Mystery for the Scry. Growth Spiral can go. Actually, it can stay. We're going to Gadwick, and then we'll start to Growth Spiral and start tapping his creatures. All right. So first things first, we need an island for Gadwick. Or do we go straight in with our Uro? Oh no, not enough cards in our graveyard. Let's Uro Brazen Borrower. Land can go, we have plenty of land. Or we could have kept a land there and used our Growth Spiral, but I think on his draw step, I'm going to bounce his Steamkin. So we set our stop there before he draws. Let's bounce this Steamkin. Now he's forced to replay it. And he's just going to start shocking. Wow, he must have I would say Light at the Stage in hand. Just because then it powers up his Prophet again. Interesting. So I'm going to Gadwick for 1. That leaves Growth Spiral available to us. And we're actually going to play our Fabled Passage because now we can Brazen Borrower instead of our Growth Spiral. Oops, we missed our stop. We'll do it before he attacks. So I see Burning Prophet come out. That's fine. And before combat, we now play our Brazen Borrower, which is going to tap his Steamkin. And then he kills our Gadwick. Which is fine. It's better him than us. He's down to 2 cards in his hand, so missing that draw engine. We can only block flyers, unfortunately. Let's start to Uro. We get to draw, which is great. Let's put our temple in. Land can go. And I guess we can start attacking with our Brazen Borrower. We're actually going to unsummon now as well, just so he can't use this mana on whatever he's planning next turn. Could be as simple as a Castle Ambreth. And then we have an end step Growth Spiral. Chandra's really nice. So unfortunately, he can't attack with anything because our Uro stops a lot of aggro, which is really, really nice. Which allows us to continue to ramp and continue to mill ourselves, which is pretty groovy, let's be honest. Both attacking Chandra. We do get the draw here, which is great. Let's see what we have for blockers, if anything. That's fine. Let's go ahead and Growth Spiral main phase. Just getting that land in. Kind of looking for something to answer anything with. A Drowned Secrets would have been cool as well. Let's hold that in our hand for when we do pull a Drowned Secrets, because we're still at 35. Our opponent is using a double removal on our Uro. This is incredible. So his last two burn spells just got used on my Uro. He now has no hand. We are getting hit for 7 here. 8, 9 actually. That's quite excessive. Let's go ahead and opt. See if we can find maybe anything. Land could go to the bottom. We pull another land. It is what it is. And he didn't use his plus ability, so he might just put a loyalty counter on himself. Or he's going to recast from the grave, killing himself for his Light of the Stage. Amazing.
Fight fire with fire.
He could have plussed himself there and done that. No, we would have killed him with our Brazen Borrower, so that is a good move. Now he's got a Giant, he can kill us, and an Ember Hauler as well. So he's doing okay. He's doing very good for mid-range red. Right, plays Giant as well, so just went totally aggro on us. We're going to need to get those arrows out on the field as soon as possible. I like Unsummon. That helps quite a bit. Arrow is back in effect. Back up to 20 life as well. And, yeah. Let's go ahead and leave our Unsummon there for now. And we need ourselves Drowned Secrets, really. That's the best thing we could hope for. We have 20 life, so we can afford to take some damage and play our Drowned Secrets now rather than later. And he's going all out on our Tomeo, which we don't really mind. We're going to go ahead and get the kill on his Steamkin. Okay, so this is a weird situation. Let's go ahead and attack with Uro. Gaining that 3 life, drawing that card. It's a Drowned Secrets, which is great. We're activating our self-mill engine now, finally. Down to 24. Let's go ahead and just expedite the process here. What are we doing? 6 cards here? 8 cards? We already have the Oracle in our hands. Our devotion is 5. $16 left. Let's play our keeper. That's going to mill by 4 as well. We have plenty of land. That's down to 12. That'll work. Let's play our Brazen Borrower for loyalty. Milling ourselves by 4 more. Hello, good game. That puts 8 in our library and 8 devotion on the field. And we'll even mill by 4 more. So we went a little bit above and beyond. And that is Simic Mill, you guys. It is beastly. I recommend playing this in best of 1. We do have some footage from a couple best of 3 matches for you guys as well. But like I said, in best of 1, this really shines. It is promising if we can get it going. We really want to see that Drowned Secrets in our opening hand. Anything else is just pro bono after that, right? We want to really make sure we have a win condition as well. We don't mill that away. Sometimes it's really nice to put a Tomeo on the bottom of your library if you can, just so you can ensure that you can pull something out from your graveyard on your last card. 2 Drowned Secrets, you guys. This might get a little bit nasty. Mono red might be able to burn us out before we get going, though. Holding up our unsummon just to kind of stall him. Ouch. So we are getting hit here in a big way. Mono red representing. We have really good self-mill setup, but unfortunately our opponent's just so aggro. Two Fabled Passages are always great, helping out with the mill. Because now Fabled Passage is gone, and now another land card from our library is also gone. We do need 2 Force as well for our Uro. We have 1 in our hands, but did not see that. All right, there's the Steamkin again. And a Fervent Champion, of course. His creatures have haste. He gets an opt as well. He can play that freely. Gotta love that. Does he get the land? Okay, we gotta play our big boy. That's gonna help us in some fashion. Another unsummon would be really cool if he pulls an Embercleave. 3 Drowned Secrets is getting excessive. Down to 26. We do have a blocker. 15 life. Cutting it pretty close. Another Steamkin. Oh my gosh. Another champion. Oh my gosh, times 2. I'm gonna tap his Steamkin. Oh my god. And a Phoenix of Ash. More haste. What is life? Killing his robber just because it has extended value and can draw him cards. But I think we might be dead. Oh, awfully close, you guys. Let's attack and draw here. Gain 3 life. It's not enough to save us. It certainly helps, but it's not enough. Oh my gosh. It's close, but red is just so powerful right now. We do get a land. That land can go. Let's take another Uro out. Discarding all our land always. Trying to survive, doing our best. Just continuous self-mill. Down to 9. We are getting close, you guys. Can we survive this next turn? That's going to be the question. 14 life. This Phoenix powers up excessively. Of course, Scorch Spitter. 4, 8. Yeah, we're dead. Oh. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All he needs to do is tap his Steamkin and power up his Phoenix one more time, and that's game. He plays the Growth Spiral instead. Interesting. So we survive. I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, you guys. This is it. Can we do it? We have 8 cards. We have both our Oracle and our Jace. Yeah, we can do this. This is a good game. Let's toss our Tomeo out. And that is going to mill us even more. We want to make sure we don't do too much, though. Actually, it doesn't matter. We can do our whole deck. That takes us down to 2. Now we grab our Oracle from our graveyard, which we can play to win the game. Beating mono red out. Oh, that was close, you guys. We barely survived. 1 life left. Let's see how I built this deck last night. Had some really good luck with it in the regular queue. We're taking it into Diamond ranked today. We're in Diamond 3. And it's a lot of land in our opening hand, but Uro helps us get it onto the field a little bit faster than regular. Black. Hopefully it's just mono black. We're going to leave our Timeo there. She's a great way to mill your own deck with her plus ability. Fenlurker. I'm going to toss a breeding pool at this point. We do have the 3 lands. Paying life here. Out comes our Ground Secrets. And taking 3 unmitigated damage next turn. Potentially 4. Getting hit for 4, down to 12. Doesn't ever look good, you guys. So we're gonna get the blocker out while we do some self-milling. Of course, we toss that land that we need. Ooh, an Uro. That's always nice. Let's get that defender out. Some more self-mill. We're not really hiding what we're playing at this point. He knows we're self-mill, so let's just go ahead and sacrifice this Fabled Passage for an island. It's tapped and then he can go. We can forget about his turn. Nightmare Shepherd. Just a bomb card, you guys. Absolutely love it. So... I guess let's gain some life while milling ourselves. We need a land. We're gonna draw one right here. Absolutely. It does come in tap, so it could be worse. We're gonna leave that land sit there as well. No attacks. Getting hit with 5 unmitigated damage at least. Could be as high as 7. Sorry, 6. All right. This is a weird situation. We're still getting hit with this flyer, which really sucks. Do we have an unsummon in our grave? We don't, so we just have to go on faith and draw. Let's get this guy out. He can do a couple things for us. We're gaining life, drawing a card. Hopefully, either a land or an unsummon. Oh, there goes our, of course. We always mill what we want off the top. We grab that Merfolk. And, another defender. Well, no, we can't block the flyer anyways. So let's just try to find that land still. So we want to play it on our turn. Of course, milling the 2 lands. Fabled Passage, though, is great. Let's keep that. And we must have actually already played a land. That's unfortunate. But again, Fabled Passage, we get to play and sacrifice it. So it's pulling a land out of our library as well, which is really cool. Woe Strider, Nightmare Shepherd, such a sick combo. Getting hit for 4, which is a big ouchie. We have 29 cards left. Let's go in for that shuffle. Pulling an island. And we should look for an unsummon. There it is again.
Excellent informant for my study.
We're sitting at 26, but we do need to stay alive. Let's see what we do with our Uro. We do gain some life, which is really going to help. I almost wish we would have done that first. He sacks it for the scribe, which is fine. We're going to -3 on an unsummon. That really just helps us survive quite a bit.
The storied past holds our future.
We should opt as well. We're going to do this all on our opponent's turn though. Making sure we're playing on the appropriate phases, which is a big part of winning the game. He's going to have us exile, which is fine. Or sorry, discard from our hand is a better way to put it. Tossing an opt. I think our secret keepers are higher value right now because we do have 2 drowned secrets, which is like really quite good. Ending our turn. Our opponent now gets to go. We have our unsummon for his attacker. Still taking some damage on the ground, which is unfortunate. But we're going to be okay. "25 cards left in our deck. Tomao's still on the field if we need to pull a Jace, which is not in our library, nor is it in exile. Let's see these attackers. Normally I would do something here, but we might just leave it because she's going to die no matter what we do. Obviously we can do a blocker, I mean, why not? But again, even if we unsummoned, she would still die. So that's great. We just avoided a lot. And we can pass this Nightmare Shepherd back to his hand now. I want to, that's for sure. Right, just so it can attack next turn. Continuing to mill ourselves. Gadwick would have been really helpful. Sometimes you mill things you want. You guys can't help it. Right, we're just gonna basically mill and then oracle ourselves. There goes Jace. We need that eventually. Our devotion is 5/7 it will be. So yeah, let's just continue that self-mill. If we can draw land with our Uro, we might have won the game here. We would have, yeah. Gaining some life, drawing a card. It is a land, you guys. That's awesome. Do we have another land in our library though? We only have 5 cards. We need a land in it. No! Shoot, no land. We could have had lethal, that would have been cool. And we don't really want to mill ourselves anymore, but we will put up the blocker and then start milling our opponent. Right, why not? Just for the extra defender. And then as long as we don't have to exile 2 of our cards next turn, right? We need to keep this Oracle. So he does have 1 Fenlurker. If he has a second, he's going to beat us, you guys. That's going to be unfortunate. He can play his Nightmare Shepherd. He does have it, and then he can sacrifice it with his Woe Strider. Ouch. We might have gone too deep too quickly. This is pro play by him. I'm not really sure what else we have remaining. I know it's not another Oracle. We'll give him an oops. We definitely did make a mistake there. Three leaves us with 1 turn. Next turn, just milling our opponent. We do get to draw 1 more time, and we need that special card. I don't know what it is. There's only 4 left in our library. It's gonna be right here, you guys. We know it. What is it? Well, hopefully it's that last one, because this doesn't do it either. We don't dare attack, so we're straight chilling. For all he knows, we have it. We just need the mana, so he's probably going to go in and start sacrificing these Fenlurkers. Those are actually already token Fenlurkers, though. So we're okay there. Another Wolf Strider. Hey, we're fine with that. Taking this flying damage. And let's see if we were lucky enough to have a 1 remaining card. It is a Timeo, you guys. Yes! Oh my gosh. That is so ideal. We even have the mana. Milling our opponent just a little bit more. Down to the last card. That's absolutely amazing. We can basically just mill our opponent out too with 3 Drowned Seekers. That goes so quickly. Then we are grabbing our beloved, the one and only, Thassa's Oracle. We have 12 Devotion as well. Woof.